Move to the top of the third inning here at McDonough Park. 3-2. Red Wings now on top, as we apologize for some technical difficulties. Not sure how much of that inning you missed, but it was a double from Jared Gillis, a single by Austin Jackson. Fielder's choice, scored a run by Justin Etz, and then he stole a base and came around to score on a single by Brian Knapp. So 3-2 in favor of the Wings as we move to the third inning. Sean Libreski back out on the mound, and the first pitch to Colin Davis is chopped foul at the plate. Davis grounded back to pitcher Sean Libreski back in the first inning. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Native of Roswell, Georgia, is Davis, plays at Division I Wofford College. Libreski from the windup, the 0-1 Davis. Ripped left side, good diving catch by third baseman Austin Jackson as he laid out for that one, and that probably saved a double as Colin Davis has good wheels, and a great play by Austin Jackson for the first out here in inning number 3. Liam Hibbets will stroll to the plate now. He grounded out back in the first inning to first baseman Nick Lebraska. Did score a run, as first pitch to him is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hibbets coming in hitting .261. He leads the team with 8 doubles. Picked up his 8th double just last night in the Pioneers' 6-2 win. It was a 2 RBI double in the 8th inning that sealed the win for the Pioneers. 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2 on the KFC Taco Bell strikeout man of the game, Liam Hibbets. From the windup, the 0-2 from Libreski. Just outside, tried an off-speed pitch and just stayed off the plate. 1-2. As I mentioned, it's now 3-2 Red Wings as we sit here in the top of the third. Apologize for some technical difficulties as the 1-2 to Hibbets, broken bat, grounder to short. Tanner Murray fields as he will take all day to throw as Liam Hibbets not even running to first base down that one. He makes it about 70 feet and turns right around as he looks frustrated on the broken back ground out, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the third as that bat shattered right in 2. Base umpire Daniel Clark will go retrieve the barrel half of the bat, give it to their bat boy as he will run it back in. As Liam Hibbets 0 for 2, and an expensive ground out there by Hibbets on the broken bat as now Daniel Clark will check the baseball, make sure nothing wrong with it as the bat shattered upon contact, and 2 outs for Mason Rollman. Here in the top of the third, again, Geneva on top 3-2 as the internet cut out at some point in the bottom of the second. Not sure how much of the inning you may have saw as the first pitch to Rollman is ripped into right field for a 2-out single. Trevor Henneman will come to the plate now with 2 outs. As I mentioned, back in the bottom of the second, Geneva scored 1 on a fielder's choice by Justin Etz. He then stole second and was driven in on a single to left field by Brian Knapp. So they lead 3-2 to the Wings here in the top of the third. We apologize again for the internet. If it goes down, just go on our channel and find the one that is up live. I will try to put it up as soon as I see that it has gone down. First pitch to Henneman is grounded left side. Fielding is third baseman Jackson, and he will make a nice play over to second baseman Justin Etz for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-2, Geneva on top. Move to the bottom of the third inning. Evan Carr back with you on Red Wings TV. 3-2. Geneva on top. It will be the heart of the order due up for the Wings. 3, 4, and 5. Miller, Lebraska, and Harris due up in this inning against starting pitcher Jimmy Ramsey for the Pioneers. First pitch to Zach Miller is a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch, and it's 0-1. Miller came into the game hitting an even 300. He has seen that average since dipped back down into the 200s with his pop-out to second baseman Mason Rollman back in the first. As the 0-1 from Ramsey is way outside. That one gets to the backstop, and it's 1-1 on the Red Wings catcher, Zach Miller. Miller riding a 3-game hitting streak dating back to July 6th, where he got things going in the first game of that doubleheader. Next pitch is shattered bat, driven into shallow left. That'll get down for a base hit and past left fielder Brendan Conley. He will have to turn around and chase it as Zach Miller will stroll into second with a leadoff broken bat double to left field. So the 5th double of the season for Zach Miller as he moves into a tie for second place in that category, as he has been very hot for the Wings. And Nick Lebraska will come up to the plate here with a runner on second and no outs. Lebraska singled back in the first, came in leading the team with a .350 average. That has since gone up. He also came in leading that team with 28 hits. He now has 29 as he looks for number 30 here against starter Jimmy Ramsey. First pitch is on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Lebraska played last night, was 1 for 4. That was the first action he had seen since July 2nd at Newark. 0-1 is just outside. Lebraska started to swing, thought better of it, and takes the breaking ball for ball 1. Count even at 1-1 to the native of Du Bois, Pennsylvania, Nick Lebraska. Ramsey a check of the runner, the 1-1 on the outside corner. Same spot as the first pitch, and it's 1-2 to the Red Wings first baseman, Nick Lebraska. Ramsey a check of Zach Miller at second. A long look, and the 1-2. Grounded left side and through for a base hit. Coming on is left fielder Conley. He will field and get it back in. Holding at third is Zach Miller, as Nick Lebraska has his second single of the game, and there are runners on the corners for center fielder Jack Harris. Harris grounded out to pitcher Jimmy Ramsey back in the first, as he has been very hot so far in the early going for the Wings. As first pitch to him is on the outside corner for strike 1. I mentioned Harris grounding out in the first, as he looks for his first base hit here in the third. As the 0-1 is swung on and missed. A good breaking ball there from Ramsey, and it's quickly 0-2 on the native of Watsonville, California, Jack Harris. Comes in with a share of the team lead with 3 home runs. He shares that honor with Brian Knapp. 0-2. Popped foul and out of play. And the count will remain 0-2 as Jimmy Ramsey finding himself in another jam here in the third. Runners on the corners and no outs. Zach Miller on third, Nick Lebraska on first. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball there from Jimmy Ramsey. Gets Jack Harris to go down swinging. And there's 1 out for right fielder Jared Gillis. Gillis doubled just last inning in the second. That double was his 6th of the season, putting him into a tie for the team lead in that category. He also came around to score on the fielder's choice by Justin Etz. First pitch to him this time is low and in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Good block by catcher Tanner Johnson, as he had to work extremely hard to keep that one in front of him. A 1-0 to Gillis up high, and it's 2-0. as this battery tonight of pitcher Jimmy Ramsey and catcher Tanner Johnson, probably very familiar with each other. Both of them play for University of Kentucky. 2-0 to Jared Gillis. Shot right side, and that'll get through for a base hit. Coming home to score is Zach Miller, and it is 4-2 Red Wings here in the bottom of the third. So the second hit of the night for Gillis, and his first RBI, as that one was in on his hands. But he did a good job just to shoot it the other way through the hole between Mason Rollman, second baseman, and first baseman Liam Hibbets. As Red Wings, with a run in now in this inning, they have scored in all 3 innings here tonight and looking for more. With Austin Jackson at the plate, he takes first pitch fastball up high for ball 1. Jackson has been red hot for the Wings. He singled back in the second as he has been on some kind of tear. The 1-0 is a called strike, and it's 1-1. Jackson's average on July 7th was 130. He came in 2 today, hitting 267, and that has gone up. 1-1. Up high, and it's 2-1. So Jackson raising his average by 137 points in just 4 days, and it's gone up even more. Next pitch is down low, and it's 3-1 from Ramsey to Austin Jackson as he looks for his second hit of the evening here in the bottom of the third. Quick check of the runner from Ramsey, and the pitch to Jackson is chopped foul, as that one will get over by the Elmira dugout. And it's a full count to third baseman Austin Jackson. On deck would be Justin Etz. Grounded into a fielder's choice that scored a run last inning, did Etz. Pitch to Jackson, fouled back as Jackson doing a good job just to stay alive here in this at-bat. As he has been on fire. As I mentioned, he was for 1 last night in the loss to the Pioneers, but before that, 2 for 3, July 9th. And in the first half of that doubleheader, he was 3 for 3. 3-2 is down and out, and Jackson reaches. Good at-bat for Jackson, and it ends in a walk. So the second time he has been on base, and that loads the bases with just 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Nick Lebraska moving up to third, Jared Gillis moving up to second, and Justin Etz with the bases loaded and 1 out, looking to add to the 4-2 Red Wings lead. As first pitch from Ramsey to Etz in there, and it's 0-1. Mentioned that's grounded into a fielder's choice just last inning. That scored Jared Gillis from third base for the second run of the game. Geneva has since added 2 more. They lead 4-2. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch by Jimmy Ramsey, and it's 0-2. That's the native of Poughkeepsie, New York. Stands 5'10". His weight is a little uncertain. He's listed at 155 pounds on the Red Wings website and 180 pounds on his school's official athletics website, NJIT. As the 0-2 from Ramsey to Etz. Low and outside. Good job by catcher Tanner Johnson to keep that one in front, and it's 1-2 on the Red Wings second baseman, Justin Etz. Ramsey coming set, and the 1-2. Fouled off as that one will get on the concourse, and a good job to just fight that one off by Justin Etz. That was a good breaking ball from Jimmy Ramsey, and Etz just getting a piece and shooting it foul onto the concourse, as now he will call time. Step back in as Jimmy Ramsey gets his sign from catcher Tanner Johnson, and the 1-2 to Etz. Fouled off again and out of play. Another good job just staying alive from Justin Etz. That pitch was a fastball just off the plate. A good pitcher's pitch, but an even better job by Etz just to foul it off and see another pitch. And here comes another 1-2 from Ramsey to Etz. Into center field. Coming on is Colin Davis. He won't get it. It drops in for a base hit. 1 run is in, being waved around, and now being held up is Jared Gillis. So 1 run will score on the single to center field by Justin Etz, as Nick Lebraska will come home. Initially, Jared Gillis was being waived by third base coach Alex Bellardini, but at the last second, Bellardini throwing up the stop sign, electing to not take the chance and just keep the rally going as the base is still loaded. 5-2, Geneva now on top. Still only one out, and it will be number 9 batter Mike Piscors. First pitch to him from Ramsey. As a called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Piscors flew out to right fielder Tom Henderson just last inning. Came in hitting .238, native of Newington, Connecticut. The 0-1 up high, and the count's even 1-1. Piscors with the white cleats, the high pants with the red socks showing, and going with the sunglasses under the batting helmet here, as I can't blame him. With the sun setting in left field, I'm sure it makes it pretty tough for the hitters to see at this time of night. As he calls time, digs back in and awaits the 1-1 from Ramsey. And here it comes. On the outside corner, just at the knees, and it's 1-2. That pitch must have been absolutely perfect to just catch the corner and just stay at the knees. And it's 1-2 to Piscors. Working quickly, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Jimmy Ramsey. Gets Piscors to go down swinging for the second strikeout and the second out here in the bottom of the third. So Piscors down swinging for out number 2. That's the bad news. The good news, Brian Knapp coming to the plate. He is 2 for 2, getting his third at-bat here in the third inning. 2 singles for Knapp. He does also have an RBI. First pitch is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Knapp came in hitting .256. As I mentioned already, 2 hits here tonight. Has extended his hitting streak to 4 games. Ramsey a long look in for the sign. Now he has it. And the 0-1 to Knapp. Check swing. The pitch is low. They say he did not go, and the count's even 1-1. Another single here by Knapp would start to break this one open a little bit for the Wings. 1-1. Ripped into right center field, as that one will get down and in the gap, and that'll get all the way to the wall. Cutting it off is right fielder Tom Henderson. He will get it back in, but that is a 3 RBI bases clearing double by Brian Knapp. And the Red Wings now on top 8-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. So Brian Knapp, 3 for 3 on the day, now 4 RBIs as he delivers a bases loaded, bases clearing double to the right center field gap. Red Wings up 8-2 now here in the bottom of the third, as we will have a mound visit from the Pioneers dugout. Has some stirring going on in their bullpen. Is now 5 runs in here in the bottom of the third, as Brian Knapp now takes over the team lead again in doubles. He came in leading with 6. Jared Gillis hit his 6th just last inning, but Brian Knapp says, yeah, you want to come even with me? I'll take the lead right back. And he has number 7 here in the third, as now the mound visit will break up, and it will be Tanner Murray coming to the plate. Brian Knapp still at second base, 2 outs. And an 8-2 lead now for the Wings, as Tanner Murray looking to add to that. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in the first and popped out to catcher Tanner Johnson to end the second. Looking to avoid ending another inning here is Murray, and the first pitch to him is a check swing. That one's up and in, and it's 1-0. Murray, native of Ben Lomond, California, came in hitting .250 for the Wings, as they have gotten to starter Jimmy Ramsey here in this one. 1-0. Popped up. Foul territory, first base side. First baseman Liam Hibbett's moving over, and he will make the catch in foul territory. So the Wings strand a runner at second, but they do score 5 times here in the bottom of the third. We move to the top of the fourth. 8-2 Red Wings here at McDonough Park. Move to the top of the fourth inning here at McDonough Park, 8-2. The Red Wings on top, courtesy of a 5-spot just last inning in the bottom of the third, as it's a beautiful night for baseball here in Geneva. Temperatures in the low 70s with a slight breeze, as we're just waiting for the sun to go down. Even better, as visibility limited right now for both myself and possibly everyone following along on the live stream. First pitch of the fourth inning to Tom Henderson is taken up high, and it's 1-0. As we have a beautiful ballpark here in Geneva, McDonough Park, celebrating its 60th anniversary here this season. The 1-0 is ripped deep to left field, as that one is hooking and foul, as it short hops the fence in foul territory, and it's 1-1 on Tom Henderson. Mentioned it's the 60th anniversary of McDonough Park. It formerly held New York Penn League action and affiliated baseball with both the Cubs and the Reds, and it was actually the first stadium that Pete Rose, the all-time hit leader in baseball, called home his rookie season in professional baseball. The 1-1 is ripped up the middle, and that'll be a Tom Henderson.
Left fielder number 3, Brendan Conley.
So a leadoff single for Henderson, and Brendan Conley will come to the plate now. As I mentioned, Pete Rose played here in his rookie season of professional baseball. He was just 19 years old when he played here in 1960 for the Geneva Redlegs. Of course, he finished with 4,256 hits, the most ever in the game of baseball, as first pitch to Brendan Conley. As a matter of fact, Pete Rose, one of only 2 players in the history of baseball with at least 4,000 hits. The other, Ty Cobb. The 0-1 to Conley. Grounded right side. Fielding in foul territory is Nick Labraska. As that ball actually skipped past him, it's a good thing it was foul, as otherwise that one would have gotten down the line probably for extra bases. But in the end, it's just a strike on Brendan Conley, and it's 0-2 to the left fielder for the Pioneers. 1 for 1 in the game. He singled back in the second inning. Henderson off first. The 0-2 in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Lubreski peering in for the sign. He has it from Zach Miller, and the 1-2 to Conley. Swing and a miss. A half-hearted swing by Brendan Conley, as the ball was already in the mitt of catcher Zach Miller, it seemed like, as he was about a day and a half behind that pitch, and he is set down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the fourth, as number 9 batter Blaine Smith will come up to the plate. From the stretch, the first pitch from Lubreski to Smith, ripped into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Jared Gillis coming on the field. He will and keep Tom Henderson at second base, but 2 singles for the Pioneers here in the fourth, sandwiched around a strikeout of Brendan Conley, and there's first and second runners with 1 out for top of the order Jordan Westberg, as now we will have a meeting at the mound between catcher Zach Miller and his pitcher Sean Lubreski, possibly discussing what they want to do with Jordan Westberg, possibly discussing signs with the runner on second, as generally catchers and pitchers vary up the numbers and occasionally equipment taps that the catcher will do with a runner on second to prevent the runner from stealing the sign and relaying it to the batter to let him know what's coming. First pitch to Westberg is inside corner at the knees, and it's 1. As all catchers and pitchers tend to have different sets of signs, so it's important to be on the same page in order to not get crossed up. The 0-1 to Westberg at the knees, and it's 0-2. So Lubreski and catcher Zach Miller do look like they're on the same page, as it's 0-2 to Westberg, as that can be one of the scariest things in the world for a catcher. You put down the sign for a fastball and you get a breaking ball, or vice versa. You expect a breaking ball, and instead you get a pitch coming at you at 90 miles an hour. 0-2, chopped foul, and it's still 0-2 to Jordan Westberg. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Singled and scored to lead off the game in the first, and was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Native of New Braunfels, Texas, is Westberg. He sits in the hole 0-2 against Lubreski, looking for a big strikeout, and here's the pitch. Chop foul again. As for the second straight pitch, Jordan Westberg just getting a piece and sending it foul to keep the count 0-2. Westberg plays at Division I Mississippi State. Hit .250 in 35 games as a freshman. 6'3", 202-pound shortstop Jordan Westberg. The 0-2 pitch from Sean Lubreski. Ripped into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit, and that'll get all the way to the wall. Chasing it is Jack Harris. One run is in. Being waved around third is Blaine Smith, and he will score without a throw. Strolling into second with a 2 RBI double is Jordan Westberg, as he cuts the lead to 8-4 with his 2-run double here in the top of the fourth.
Catcher number 15, Tanner Johnson.
Tanner Johnson will stroll to the plate now with still just 1 out here in the top of the fourth. A good at-bat there by Jordan Westberg. As much as it pains me to say, as I am the Geneva broadcaster, but you have to give credit where it's due. He fouled off a couple tough pitches when he was in the hole 0-2 and then delivered a base hit. First pitch to Johnson is grounded left side. Good play by third baseman Austin Jackson, as he will throw across for the second out in the top of the fourth. As Jordan Westberg unable to advance on that ground out, he will remain at second base, and number 3 batter Colin Davis will come up with 2 outs and a runner on second. Davis 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to pitcher Sean Lubreski in the first, and lined out to third baseman Austin Jackson just last inning. It was a great diving catch by Jackson to lead off the third inning. First pitch to Davis, swing and a miss. Took a healthy hack at the breaking ball, came up empty, and it's 0-1. Mentioned Jackson. Every time he comes up, the red-hot pace he is on, played very good defensively here for the Red Wings. So it's easy to pencil his name in the lineup night after night as of late. 0-1 is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. It's one thing to be a one-dimensional player, just hit or just field, to be good at one thing, but if you're good at both, it's a pretty easy decision for your manager to put you into play. And that's been the case for Austin Jackson, especially as of late. 1-1 to Davis, swing and a miss. Half-hearted swing there, as looked like he changed his mind, but it was too late, as he was already about 3/4 of the way through his swing, and he realized he wasn't even going to be close to that breaking ball. And it's 1-2 now, as Sean Lubreski looking for a big out to get himself runs already in for the Pioneers, with a runner on second base and 2 outs, and a 1-2 count on Colin Davis. Check of the runner and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch by Sean Lubreski. Gets a big strikeout to end the top of the fourth, but not before Elmira strikes twice. We go to the home half of the fourth inning, 8-4. Geneva on top.